sit down. That would be may, because may can also be used for polite permission. Number 8, formal suggestion in English. Shall we eat now? Repeat. Again, shall is not too popular in England even today. It's really losing ground in England very fast. What would be an alternative we can say instead of shall we eat now? How about should we eat now? May we eat now? Number 9, expectation. You should feel better now. You should feel better now. Now, should, as I explained here, is a suggestion. But in some cases, it can also be an expectation. Uma coisa que está esperando. Uma esperança. Você está esperando que ele se vai sentir bem agora. Okay. Number 10. Will you please turn off the light? Repeat. Will you please turn off the light? That's a polite request. You can also say, could you please turn off the light? If you say will, it's showing more force. So the most proper way to say this would be to say, could you? Could, again, has the greatest probability of success. So if you say, if you're asking someone to do something for you, use could over all the other modals. Could you please turn off the light? And you have a very good chance of them doing it because it's the most popular way, the most formal way of dealing with this. Okay, notice how I said most formal, 2 syllables. That's the comparative. 2 or more syllables. Again, it's the most formal way. Superlative. Superlative. It's the most formal way. If it was 1 syllable, I would have added an ER. That's reviewing a previous lesson. Okay, let's summarize. The modal auxiliaries. Take a look over here. The modal auxiliaries, we have them. We could use these in several different situations. You can interchange. You can say, should I wear my seatbelt? Or you can say to someone, you ought to wear your seatbelt. That's a moral suggestion. It means it's the right thing to do. Would you sit down? It's a polite request. Or you could say, could you help me? Could you help me? Could you help me fix my car? Can you help me fix my car? That's asking the person if they have the ability to do it. That's why there's a less probable chance that they will say yes, because maybe they're going to think that they're not capable of doing it. Whereas if you say, could you, that's a different story. You're not asking about if they have the ability. You're requesting them to do something. May could be a polite request. It can show that you're 50-50 when it comes to certainty. And might is less than 50%. Must is a requirement, often used in English as have to. Repeat. I have to go. I have to go. I have to go. Americans also say, I gotta go. It's very common. I gotta go. Look at my mouth. I gotta go. I gotta go. They use, instead of must, they use have to, and they also use gotta. Gotta is not correct. You can't write gotta, but you can pronounce it. It's very popular in the street. Repeat. He's got to work tonight. That means he has to work tonight. It also can mean he must work tonight. Must is obligation. Okay, let me review again for you. Have to. Gotta. Gotta is the way that Americans use he has to. Gotta. That's a very popular form of speaking, so it's important for you to understand that, but don't write it. Okay, that summarizes what we've done here. I've covered the modal auxiliaries. You now have a foundation of English from the 3 tapes, which will provide you what you need to succeed in the career world, to have complete conversations with English-speaking people. And if you practice consistently and you do all the things that I explained to you at the beginning of the tape, you should be able to enter in the highest levels of pretty much any ESOL program in any school, in any neighborhood. These topics are the meat and potatoes that you need to be successful. It's the foundation. There are other topics in English which you can learn and some things that I didn't cover. It's not realistic to try and put everything on one videotape series. However, we do have ideas to come out in the future with some other more advanced topics as well to continue on from where we left off. Thank you.